with introducing you to our trainer for today. Hello, Atcha.
Hi,
This is our
Kuya
trainer
Nick.
for today. Welcome to our WCC on-the-job training to 2021 batch. You're gonna introduce yourself, please. Hello, Paul.
Hi, everyone. My name is Athena Abe, but you can call me Atcha. I am a third-year computer science student, a content creator, a marketing director, and a social media specialist. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you so much for having you today. We're gonna have two sessions today. One is focusing on the topic of teams. While they are all somehow connected with the idea of teams. Nan, can I ask you a favor? Can you please close the balcony? Thank you. Both all topics are somehow connected with the idea of working together as a team. We're going to speak a little bit about the technical aspects. We're going to talk also about really collaboration methods. And at the end, we're talking even about time management, which is also part of the collaboration. For example, to be really in time for a meeting. So without further ado, I want Atcha, please, to start with the training for today. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's begin. Let me know, guys, if you're seeing my screen right now.
Yes, wonderful. On my side.
Okay.
Ina, all fine with you?
Yes, it's all fine.
Okay. So, Kuya Nick as told me to magsalita ng Tagalog since mas maiintindihan niyo siya. So, ang topic natin today ay team, meaning together everyone achieves more. So, today we're going to talk about team and communication. So, I will be your speaker for today. So, okay. But before we dive into that, magkakaroon muna tayo ng icebreaker, especially para to get to know each other more. So guys, if you can, please go to the training channel and go to, let me check, go to the, okay, go to the training channel and go to files. There, and when you're, again, go to training, go to files, and then click on name bingo.
Sandali lang. What we do is I'm going to make a quick link and I'm going to send the link here in the chat. That's faster. Oops, that was the wrong one. That was just our picture. If you look into the chat, you should see a picture of you and then a link which you can click directly on. That's faster.
Yeah. Thank you, Kuya Nick.
You're welcome. So, name bingo.
Okay, guys, let me know if nandun na kayo.
Yes, we are here already po.
Okay, thank you, Ina. Ayan, huwag kayo wag po, Atcha. Baka mas matanda pa kayo sa akin. Ayun, okay, let's go, guys. So, hindi naman na magiging formal masyado yung ating training today. So, here, nakikita niyo na yung boxes. So, name bingo. At the bottom, you can see your names, guys. So, please change the color of your name. Ayan, then kapag napalitan nyo na yung kulay, change it to your favorite color, anything. And then, pag napalitan nyo na siya, once you hear the music play, you will begin. And then, when it ends, you stop. So, this is, dito din natin titignan yung sense of time nyo. Okay? So, I'll go back to...
Wait lang. I want to play too. I put my name in here too.
Okay,
What do I have to do?
Oh, you just put your name there, Kuya Nick, and then change the color. And then, guys, what you have to do is to copy it. And then once I start to play the music, you paste it on the boxes that you think you are that someone, okay? So I'll just share my screen. We have a music. So again, once you hear the music, you start. And once the music stops, you stop. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just changing Mary Grace into Mary Grace.
Okay, looks like we're done. Is everyone done? Nasanay ako mag-English, Tagalog nga pala. Okay, tapos na ba ang lahat?
Hindi pa po.
Opo.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so let's go to the document and let's check your answers. Okay, so starting with, you are someone who has lived in another country. We have Alray and Rona. So hi Alray and Rona, saang bansa kayo tumira? Sa ibang bansa?
New Zealand po.
Wow, for how long?
6 months.
Oh, 6 months. How about Alray? Tama ba? Alray?
Alright po, US po.
Oh, how long?
Since birth po.
Oh, so
I moved here to study in HRM po, 4 years ago.
okay, that's
Almost, no.
okay. Next, guys, you are someone who has had a pet other than a dog or cat. We have John, Rona, Ina, Andrea. Ay, tama ba? Hindi ko nakita. Ayan. So, let's start dun sa pinakadulo. So, what other pet do you have, guys?
Sa akin
Let's-
po, hamster.
Hamster. Okay.
Who
How
was that?
about
Who was that? Who is the hamster?
Rona po.
Hi, Rona.
Hi.
John, what's yours?
I think I do have a hedgehog, a rabbit, also a tarantula.
A
Wow.
tarantula talaga.
Yes po,
God,
kaya
now
mo.
I'm scared.
Well, sorry.
Ina is
Okay.
next in the list.
Lovebirds.
Nice. Eloisa. Hello. Eloisa, you with us?
Yes po.
I couldn't hear. Can you repeat?
Hamster.
Also hamster. Okay. And Andrea.
Flower horn po. Fish.
Awesome. Abe, go.
Okay.
Atcha.
Okay, next is you are someone who is tall. So we have Patrick, Rona, Eloisa, and John.
Talaga? What about me?
So guys, what's your height? Ano height nyo?
Yung ako po kasi, hindi naman po gano'n katangkad, pero po kaya ako po kasi nasabi yun kasi po ako po yung pinakapatangkad dito sa bahay, which is 5'7" ata. Baka ano po, 5'6", between 5'6" and 5'7" po yung height ko, gano'n.
Pero I have a question, guys. Kasi diba, normally, madaming misconception sa HRM and tourism industry na requirement daw yung tall height. So, is it true or what can you say, guys, about that?
Para po kasi sa akin, it depends sa airline. Base sa nababasa ko po. For example, pag international yung airline, kailangan yung length lang ng arm, which is, hindi pala. Yung kailangan yung maabot nyo po is 212 centimeters or nasa 6 feet siya. Kailangan pag maabot nyo po yun, kahit naka-tiptoes, pasok pa din.
Oh, thank you. Ayan, mapapanood yan ng ating mga YouTube viewers. Ayan, madami silang matututunan with us. Ayan. Ayan, okay. How about Rona? What is your height?
5'6" po.
Okay, 5'6". How about Eloisa?
5'6" din po.
Wow. And John?
5'11" po.
Wow, okay. So, Ina, going back to the question, yung measurement na yun, yung 212, if I can remember, is it for both genders ba?
Yes, opo. For both genders.
Okay, thank you. Ayan guys, kung gusto niyo malaman yung height ko, 5'3". Ayan, lang ako. Pero mukhang hindi ko naman kailangan. Ayan, okay, next. You are someone who has a job and also studying. So we have Mary Grace and John. So, is Mary Grace here?
Yes po.
So, what is
Nandito po.
Okay. We leave
Hello
Mary
po.
Grace out. We leave Mary Grace out now. Thank you. Too loud. Cut off Mary Grace. Mary Grace is working also.
Oh, at the same time
Yes
right
po.
now, Kuya Nick?
Yes.
Okay. I'm so proud of you. I can relate to that. And how about John?
Yes po.
Okay. Is it okay to ask what's your career right now?
Yes. BPO po.
Okay. Thank
Non-voice.
you. Ayan.
Shift hours, huh? Shift hours.
Yes, Kuya Nick.
Are you sleepy now? I don't think I can hear you. I think your microphone
I'm
is not
sorry
working.
about that. Yeah.
Tired?
Okay.
Pagod?
No, pretty much alive.
I can agree to that. Relate na relate ako dyan. Kaya sobrang nakaka-proud mga fellow students na nagtatrabaho. And it's really a challenge sa atin na magtrabaho habang nag-aaral. And syempre, balance pa din. Don't forget to rest, guys. So next, bakit isa lang nandito? Para nagdududa ako. You are someone who has made more than 5 TikTok videos? Sure ba? Sure ba? Parang ayaw umamin. Ayan, Ina sample daw. Sabi ni Jan. Ayan, Ina, this is my question for you. So, you made more than 5 TikTok videos. We are curious to know, ano yung mga klase ng TikTok videos ginagawa mo?
Since ang talent ko pa is dancing, more on dance videos po.
Okay. Alam mo ba yung bago ngayon, yung ginagawa ng mga food panda riders, yung app na may remix ata ni Nicki Minaj ba yun?
Opo, pero currently practicing.
Ayan. Okay. So, guys, supportahan natin si Ina. Ina, is it okay if you put your TikTok handle here?
Okay.
Sige, ipapollow din kita. Huwag kayo mag-alala. Nagti-TikTok din ako. Gumagawa din ako ng sayaw, ganyan-ganyan.
Okay,
Nabiktima
sorry
din
po.
ako. Okay, thank you, Ina. And next, you are someone who has slept during online class. Ayan, top 1 si Ina. Ayan, bakit?
Because she makes all night long TikTok videos.
Oh, that's why.
So, ano po, hindi naman po totally, hindi naman po gano'n. Parang ano lang po, pag medyo boring na yung topic, ganyan, parang nakakaintip lang po ako ng 10 seconds. Tapos, dilat ulit, gano'n.
Di ka naman naiiwan sa call.
Hindi naman po, kasi, funny nga po kasi pag nagre-recite ako, alam ko pa din kung asa na sila.
Looks naman, skill yun. Alray, ikaw naman, bakit ka nakatulog?
Kasi po, I didn't get the message. Late ako nabasa ng GC. So, natulog ako.
Oh, hindi ka naka-attend gan ba yun?
Opo. So, technically, I was sleeping during class. Kasi even though hindi ko alam. And then,
ayun
yun.
naman, that experience is wala ka sa class. Kasi, di ba, you were heavily asleep, di ba?
Opo.
Ayun. Huwag kayong maglalagay. Si mga kwento nyo, nagawa ko din yan. Nakaka-guilty talaga. And last is Rona. Bakit?
Pag hindi po masyadong interesting yung topic, tsaka yung nagtuturo.
Okay, I agree. Pero ngayon guys, don't worry, no pressure in today's training kasi feel free to talk kasi hindi siya magiging seryoso masyado. Ayan, thank you guys. And next is someone who has used Microsoft Teams. Parang I doubt only Eloisa and Alray has used Microsoft Teams. Ayan.
Technically, everybody should have used
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams already.
Yeah. Okay, moving forward. Someone who loves eating samyupsal. We have Risa, Patrick, Eloisa, John, and Nika. So, a quick question, guys, to all the names in there. Have you tried eating samyupsal at home or kailangan nyo ba talaga lumabas para lang masatisfy yung cravings nyo? How was the experience with that craving during the pandemic?
Same din. Ang pinakaiba lang po siguro kasi magkakasama din po kami.
Bale, nag-samyupsal kayo at home or you went out?
Nung wala pa pong pandemic.
Oh, so nagtitiis ka ngayon talaga, hindi ka pa nakakapag-samyupsal after a year. Oh no. Okay. Hopefully talaga things go back to the way it was kahit pa paano. And next is someone who is left-handed. We have Eloisa. Next is someone who has never watched on Netflix. Ayan, lahat mukhang nanonood ng Netflix. So, speaking of Netflix, currently ano yung mga genres na pinapanood nyo? Ayan, baka makakuha tayo ng recommendation sa bawat isa. Ayan. Share nyo lang, guys.
Yung sa akin po, mahilig ko pong panoorin sa Netflix yung it's either documentary or true to life story po or inspirational, mga ganun po.
Oh, so napanood mo na yung Unsolved Mysteries.
Di po.
Ayun, panood Unsolved
Scary
Mysteries.
po ba? Hindi po kasi umilig.
Hindi naman. So yung mga yung Unsolved Mysteries, mga siya, yung mga nawawalang tao, mga pinapatay, tapos hindi alam kung sino yung pumatay, mga ganun. Hindi naman siya, ayun, maganda din siya. How about the others?
Dan Brown Trilogy and True to Life din po. Like Pursuit of Happiness.
Ayun. Who else?
K-drama.
Sa akin po,
K-drama.
sci-fi and parang comedies po.
Comedies. Okay, what's a comedy show or movie can you recommend to us?
Currently Then there's a new one, Thunder something. Parang comedy, superheroes, ganun. Bago siya, Netflix original.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Ayan, if you need a good laugh, ayan, suggestion ni Alray is yung Thunders, somewhere between those lines, no? Thunders. Ayan, thank you. And next, eto, bakit? You are someone who is not good with directions. Paano yan, guys? Ina, Rona, and Nika, di ba kailangan nyo yan sa industry?
Nagre-rely po ako kay Waze. Pag wala po akong Waze, tas nagko-commute ako, garantisado po na maliligaw ako. Yeah. Ang mga pinakamalayo ko po napuntahan is Marikina. Yun po. Hindi po ako palagala. And nasanay po kasi ako na lagi akong hatid sundo ni na Papa. So, yun po yung medyo disadvantage na pag pinabayaan nila ako mag-commute, kinakabahan ako, ganyan. Kasi yung mga handle po sa jeep, hindi ko po alam kung paano i-classify, kung saan ako bababa or kung saan siya pupunta, gano'n.
I can relate to that, Ina. That's so true. Ikaw ba yung type ng tao din na nahihiya magtanong?
Opo.
Ayan, a good practice is ako kasi din, late na din ako pinayagan mag-commute. Tapos ano din talaga, weakness ko yan, yung directions. One thing we can improve, kasi mahirap din tayo mag-rely sa technology, di ba? So,
Yes po.
mag-start ka sa directions na naging routine. Kunwari, ako from school, I study kasi at St. Paul University, Manila. Mula pa rin niya kasi ako. So, syempre, di ba, laging routine. Pag nagko-commute tayo, kulang na lang ma-memorize na natin yung bawat stoplight, di ba? So
Yes
that's
po.
a one practice na na we cannot always rely on technology kasi yung technology imperfect din yan. Paano kung sa iba ka dalhin ni Waze? O di ba paano ka?
Opo.
Kailangan aware ka sa surroundings mo. So para
Yes
din sa
po.
safety mo yan. And thank you, Ina. How about Rona?
Sa akin naman po, pag long drive lang, kunwari mga simula sa Manila hanggang, sa Tagaytay, mga ganyan, Cavite, Laguna, natutulog po ako on the way papunta doon. So, kapag mga dito-dito lang naman po sa Metro Manila, hindi naman po masyado.
Ayan, thank you. Paano yun pag nakatulog ka, lumalampas ka?
May one time, papunta lang dito sa bahay namin, nakatulog ako, nakalagpas, ganun.
So, paano ka nakabalik? Paano yan?
May kasama naman po ako na kakilala ko. Ginising na lang niya po ako.
Paano kung wala kang kasama?
Ayun. Ayun lang.
Ayan, yun yung I can really relate to that, guys. Ako naman, papasok ng school, tapos lumampas ako hanggang UN. Kasi Pedro Hill kami, tas UN. Tas nilakad ko na lang kasi syempre, mahal ng pamasahe, di ba? So, yun, we need to be independent talaga. Okay, and last, we have Nika.
Ano po kasi ako, hindi rin po ako palalabas ng bahay. Tapos, pag lumalabas po ako, either nagpapahatid po kay Papa or yun po.
Ayun talaga. Okay, adulting stage na tayo, guys. So, we need to practice that. Okay, thank you. Next is someone who has more than 3 siblings. We have Alray and Nika. Ayan, si Nika muna. Ayan, ilan kayo magkakapatid?
Mali po pala. Ano pala po? 4 lang po pala kami.
Okay, ay tama naman. More than 3 siblings, 4. Okay, thank you. And Alray.
Opo.
Total 5 kami Yeah. I have isang kuya, 3 ate.
Pang ilan ka?
Ako ang the youngest.
Okay, thank you. Ayan, Kuya Nick put a comment. You are someone who doesn't like chocolate. And Kuya Nick said, who could do that seriously? So, I assume everyone here likes chocolate. Ayan.
Yes po.
Careful what you
Okay.
say, guys.
Okay, we don't have anyone on someone who goes on an annual camping trip and someone who likes reading. Kuya Nick, I think I saw your name here. Why is it not here anymore?
Good question, because I loved reading for half of my life, and I was reading a lot of books and very crazy. I remember once I was invited to a party, and I went to the bathroom. You know, you have to go to the bathroom here and there on a party, and there was a book there, and I started to read it, and it was so great that I couldn't stop till I was finished with the book. And that means the party was already over, everyone else was gone, and I was still sitting in the bathroom reading that book. But in the second half of my life, I realized that rather than reading stories of other people's life, I want to live my own life. So I'm spending the time with, for example, you guys here instead of reading a book. Therefore, I removed it.
And then we have someone who loves dance. Di na natin tatanungin si Ina kasi nagti-TikTok siya. And Riza. Hi, Riza. What genre of dance do you do?
Kahit ano lang po, basta ano lang dito sa bahay, pampapawis.
Sample. Di ka nagti-TikTok?
Hindi po.
Oh, okay. Kahit ano. Galing. Okay. Next, we have someone who procrastinates a lot. We have Ina, Nick, and Eloisa. Okay. Don't worry, guys, kasi right now, I really understand kahit gaano tayo ka-diligent or kasipag, hindi natin may iwasan mag-procrastinate. I have read something about that. It actually, parang kusa natin siyang nararamdaman o ginagawa kasi that's how we cope. So, sometimes daw, yung pag nagpo-procrastinate, it doesn't mean na tamad ka or lazy. It just means that's how you cope with the situation. So, I made a video on this then on my YouTube channel telling na nagpo-procrastinate ako kahit productive, ganun. So, you embrace that procrastination. Maybe it's a signal na you need to rest, ganun. So, a quick, ano lang guys. And someone who wants to go outside so badging ECQ and Kuya Nick, put in all capital letters, everyone. Okay, yeah. And but hindi na ba tayo lumalabas ngayon, guys? Nag-extend ang ating MECQ. Ayan. And next is someone willing to work a job not related to their degree. We have Riza, Eloisa, Nika, and Mary. So I'm just gonna pick one from each on the following na because of our time. So I will ask Riza, what's the reason behind that?
Gusto ko lang po ma-experience para matry po yung ibang industry.
Okay, thank you. In the next trainings, we're going to talk something related to that. Okay, next is we have Rona. She is someone who has a business on her own. So, what is your business, Rona? We are curious to know.
Not really my own, pero family business po siya. Nag-stop lang siya nung dumating lang yung pandemic. Pero namulat na po ako na may business kami. Simulang nagkaroon po ako ng isip.
Okay, thank you. I hope the business goes back and we love to support that. Thank you, Rona. And next is someone who has eaten chicken feet. Kuya Nick, you haven't tried chicken feet?
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Oh, okay. Ako din, hindi pa ako hindi naman sa hindi ako vegetarian, pero hindi pa ako nakakakain ng chicken feet kasi when you look at the chicken feet, parang, ganun. Parang I don't know. Pero next is someone who doesn't have Twitter. We have Riza, Andrea, Alray, Mary, and guys, I also don't have Twitter kahit social media specialist ako. It's just for me personally, it's ang experience ko kasi, I had a bad experience with Twitter, but it's a good platform. It's a good niche. And next is we have someone who plays online mobile games. We have Patrick, Kiel, Eloisa, Nika, and Mary. So now, hindi pa natin natatanong si Kiel. Ayan, Kiel, anong mga mobile games nilalaro mo?
ML lang po.
ML, anong patawag doon? Di kasi ako maandun. Rank ba yon or di ba may mga epic, ganon?
Legend po lang po.
Legend. Ayan, okay. What do you feel when you play mobile games?
Makatanggal po ng stress.
Ayan. So, okay, that's good. And the next is someone who doesn't like waking up early. Balikan natin yung kanina, yung mga nakatulog sa online class. Opo, nasa na yun? Saan na yun? Ayan. Oh, parang nabawasan. 3. Ayan, nadagdagan naman. Pero, sila naman, di sila nakatulog sa online class. Ayan, keep it up, guys. And last is someone who has traveled to all the parts of the Philippines. Ayan, hopefully, guys, as HRMN tourism students, magagawa niyan. Yeah, believe in that. Okay, so that ends our activity. Let's go back to the presentation. And thank you so much, guys, for cooperating. And this is also, related siya sa training natin today. Which is, it all starts with sa sarili. And now, nakilala natin yung interests ng bawat isa. And we're going to reflect on our own selves. So, lahat tayo, hindi lang naman school or work or org yung buhay natin. So, in order to be an effective member, an effective team player, you need to identify yung different roles and responsibilities mo. For example, me, at school, I am a student. I am also a leader and a volunteer. So, iba ang buhay ko sa school, sa org, at sa work. So, sa org naman, ako ay isang co-founder ng non-profit organization na Algo Filipino. I am their marketing director. And I'm also an assistant secretary sa aming school. So, and last is, I am also, part din of my life is I also work. I am a social media specialist at Philta. I work part-time. So, this is also related to our topic later, time management. you need to be responsible in everything that you do. Hindi kailangan mo ma-identify kung ano yung mga roles mo sa bawat isa. And hihiwalay mo siya kasi 'di ba meron tayong mga terms na work and life balance. So if you're that person like me na ang daming ganap sa buhay, kailangan mo i-manage lahat. And don't forget guys, you need to also have time for yourself. You know your responsibility na alagaan yung sarili mo. So the trick here, paano mo nagagawa yung atcha? Paano mo napapagsabay-sabay nang hindi nakakaapekto sa bawat isa? So, with teamwork and collaboration nowadays, all over the world, it's really a challenge on how to work effectively and communicate properly. Ito yung mga factors na we have to consider, especially in the workplace. So, we are training you guys to be prepared in the industry. So, first is the places. This also includes the different time zones. So me, I am working in international company, in an Australian company. So it's really a struggle talaga at first nung una. I am 3 months in my job right now. And ang hirap, talaga, it will take time to adjust na when you have meetings or mga huddles. Ibig sabihin ng mga huddles, guys, yun yung daily meetings nyo. They call it huddles. So, pag mga ganon, since Australia is 2 hours in advance sa Philippines. So always have to track yung mga time zones when collaborating with your teammates, with other employers, and especially with your managers or bosses. And the next factor is yung working styles. We have different working styles. And ayun guys, in the company that I'm working with, they're really strict and di talaga all of our employees are Filipinos and hindi sila pumapayag ng Filipino time. Pag sinabing 10 like right now, kailangan 15 minutes to 10 minutes before nandun ka na. So you really have to consider that and prepare kahit ngayon pa lang, even if you're a student tulad niyan, sabi nyo nalilate kayo, nakakatulog kayo, kahit hirap kayo, you need to start right now kasi it will really affect you after graduating. And last is the culture. So like an example is yung experience ko right now nung when I got the job. On my first day, they gave me an Australian cultural training. So dito ko natutunan na sila pala, yung mga Australian, they don't like you calling them sir, ma'am, miss, mister. No. You call them by their first name. So if you're targeting to work in an international company or maybe here still but working for a international client, you always have to be mindful of how you interact with them. So, I call my bosses on their first name. So, naging struggle siya actually sa akin, guys. Kasi, di ba, pag sa school, sir, ma'am. Tapos, nahahati yung cultures ko. Kasi I'm working and I'm studying. So, natatakot ako minsan, guys. Baka mamaya sa sobrang sanay ako, matawag ko yung teacher ko ng first name, di ba? So, nakakahiya yun. So, but it's a good na right now pa lang, aware na kayo sa ganyan. You always have to look at different cultures when collaborating with other people and especially communicating with them. So now guys, the next question here is, what do you think is the difference between teamwork and collaboration? Those two terms.
I have a quick question. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I realized that we have a few people here with their mobile phones. And there is, of course, a difference in what we see. Right now on my screen, I can switch back and forth between our group view and the slide. So right now I'm seeing the slide with the question, what is the difference between teamwork and collaboration? But when I click on the team view instead, then I see Atcha and I see the team and I don't see the slide. So my question just quickly into the room, are you guys, who is seeing the slide? Can you raise your virtual hands, please? Who is seeing the slide? Aha, okay, so good. Let me remove the spotlight maybe, because some of you are just seeing our faces but not the slides, right? Atcha, I'm trying to remove the spotlight from you. Maybe this will help.
Okay.
So I have to still manually switch back to the slide, and unfortunately, I don't know how to do that on the mobile version of what you might call it, of Teams. So if you have any troubles to see the slide, then text me in the chat message box and I try to find it out. Sorry for the interruption, Atcha.
It's okay, Kuya. Okay, let me check if there's... Oh, ayan, yung TikTok handle ni Ina. Papalo ko yan mamaya. Okay.
Thank you po.
Sure. Ayan. Okay, feel free to unmute lang guys if there are any problems. Ayan. Okay, so going back to the question, ano yung pinagkaiba ng teamwork and collaboration? In your own words. Okay lang kahit i-google nyo, pero matatagalan kayo, pero from the heart, di ba? Confidently beautiful with the heart. So, wala namang maling answer. So, ayun guys. First thing that came into your mind, teamwork and collaboration.
I think teamwork is doing together. Kasi yung collaborating, joining lang. Like watching.
Oh, okay. Wait lang, hindi ko kayo nakikita guys. Sino yung nagsabi?
Si Jan.
Okay, ayan. Thank you, John. Ayan, nandiyan ka na, nakikita na kita. Okay. Ayan. Sabi ni John, teamwork is working together. Tama, tas collaboration is joining lang, right? Okay. Thank you. So, you're almost there. But the real difference is, the key difference between teamwork and collaboration is that in teamwork, a group of people perform their individual roles to contribute to the achievement of a goal. Whereas in collaboration, all individuals are partners that share work as well as ideas and insights to achieve a common objective. So, madaling salita, ang teamwork, lagi natin na naranasan yan as students. We have a group, a leader, and a member. Most of the time, di na din kasi natin may iwasan yung short amount of time to do a task. Madalas, nag-a-assign na lang si leader ng task. O ikaw, gawin mo yan. Tapos, nagiging teamwork siya kasi nag-aano kayo lahat. Ginagawa nyo agad yung individual roles or responsibilities nyo para ma-achieve yung common goal na yun. However, in collaboration, all individuals are partners that share work as well as ideas and insights to achieve a common objective. An example of this is that you're in a group, you have certain roles, however, pantay-pantay kayo. You are all equal in terms of giving ideas, assigning tasks. Ito na din yung collaboration din is yung pagsasama-sama ng weaknesses and strengths nyo. Let's say, binigyan pala ng task yung isang mong kasama, tapos weakness niya pala yon. Ikaw, alam mong strength mo yon, tutulungan mo siya para magawa yung task na yon. So, tulungan siya. And it's joining is also part of collaboration. So, you help each other. Hindi ka lang nakafocus sa sarili mo, but sa helping others improve that and learn. So, now, let's have another question. Ano yung mas mahalaga? Teamwork or collaboration? Ayan. First thing that came into your mind after the definition.
Teamwork po.
Teamwork. Sino yon?
Si Rona po.
Okay, Rona, why? Bakit teamwork?
Kasi po, nag-work kayo as a team, di ba po?
Yes.
And kung meron kayong teamwork, magkakaroon kayo ng collaboration in other teams, tsaka in other parang mga management po.
Ayun. Pwede. Okay, who else? Teamwork daw is more important. Who else?
Para sa akin po, collaboration.
Okay, why collaboration?
Kasi po teamwork is putting individuals effort together. Wherein sa collaboration, lahat ng ideas nyo, pagsasama-samahin nyo. Sa teamwork po kasi, pwedeng may hindi tumulong, pero pwede siyang tawaging teamwork. Yung parang tatakpan nyo yung isa para maging teamwork, para maganda siyang pakinggan. Wherein collaboration, hindi pwedeng may isang hindi tumulong. Kailangan lahat magbigay ng idea. So, sa collaboration po kasi lalabas din yung teamwork.
Ayan. Thank you, Ina. Very good. Pero nagtitrip lang talaga ako, guys. This is a trick question because the real answer is we need both. Both are important. And very good, Rona and Ina. Parehong tama yung sagot nyo. Napansin nyo, kung titignan nyo yung sagot nyo, kailangan ng bawat isa, tama? Kailangan ng teamwork, kailangan ng collaboration. So, ginawa ko lang to para alam niyo yung difference. Kasi most of the time kasi 'di ba, halos parehas yung meaning. But we need both in order to be effective. So the challenge here is how to be a good team with collaboration. Ayan, thank you guys. So now let's himay-himayin na natin yung mga need sa isang team or sa isang grupo. So especially ngayon, iba yung teamwork, collaboration, and communication sa new normal. So, these are the 4 things na makakatulong sa atin to remind us yung what is really essential. So, to have an effective team with effective communication. So, unang-una sa lahat is time. Bakit time? Kasi, like I have mentioned a while ago, we have different roles and responsibilities. As students, let's say student ka, pero hindi nila alam, meron ka ding ginagampan ng role sa bahay. For example, you're also helping your family's business or helping with chores, ikaw nag-aalaga sa mga kapatid mo. So we always need to be conscious of each and everyone's time. So kung we have a meeting, a group meeting na kailangan gawin. Okay, pag sinabing 1 hour lang, 1 hour lang kayo mag-work, hindi kayo pwede mag-extend kasi we need to respect each and everyone's time. So we need to make most of the time na napagkasunduan natin. So always be aware of that. Commonly kasi in the new normal, di ba, hindi na din nagiging masyadong flexible yung time kasi marami din tayo ibang priorities. So that is when working a team. And don't forget guys, in the industry, kapag sinabi mong a-attend ka, you have to be responsible in showing up to that meeting. Hindi pwedeng wala ka doon. If you feel like hindi ka maka-attend, let them know in advance. Don't if you know na there will be a meeting and hindi ka makaka-attend pero hindi ka nagsabi, syempre aasa sila. Sino ba namang gusto ang umasa? Syempre masasaktan ka, di ba? So ayan, wag na natin paghintayin ng tao kasi it's not good. And next is empathy. So lagi natin 'to naririnig, especially ngayon. So how would you describe empathy? From the others naman, guys, how would you describe the word empathy? Why do we need it in a team? Ayun guys, wala man
Siguro
sagot.
ma'am,
Yes?
siguro ma'am sa isang team po kasi or sa collaboration ganun, kailangan po is dapat intindihin niyo po yung isa't isa kung anong meron kayo or meron sila, kung ano sila, ganun po. And dapat ma'am, ayun, wag po kayong mahiyang mag-share ng kung anong alam nyo. Yun po ma'am.
Ayun, thank you. Yes, tama yan. Empathy and also have the patience. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung pinagdadaanan ng bawat isa. It may seem na okay siya, present naman siya lagi. Pero hindi nyo alam na meron na pala siyang pinagdadaanan. Especially right now, we are aware of yung mga nakita natin sa timeline natin. So, we need to always have empathy talaga in a team. Don't be hard on others. Also, don't be hard din sa sarili mo. Ayan. Always speak up and help each other. Next is action. So we are aware na tayo sa sarili natin kasi ito talaga, lahat ng gagawin natin sa buhay natin, nagsisimula muna sa sarili natin. Paano mo magagawa kung sa sarili mo hindi mo kayang gawin? Paano ka makakatulong kung hindi ka maayos sa sarili mo? So next is kapag alam mo na yung mga kailangan mo gawin, you need to take action. And you need to practice yung mga natutunan mo. And in order to apply that, you need to meet with your team. You need to you need to influence them then on how to collaborate properly and share yung mga ideas, wag mahihiya, ganon. Okay, so next is we're going into a more deeper detail. So in the new normal, so pinakauna talagang important na kailangan matutunan is communication. Alam natin yan. Di ba? Sabi nila may kasabihan, communication is the key. Although, magka-communicate ka nga, communicate ka na communicate, pero walang comprehension. So, that is the problem. Lalo na ngayon, mahirap. So, communication, ang dami, there are always obstacles and challenges. Unang-una talaga internet connectivity at walang-wala na talaga tayong magagawa sa connectivity. So, what we can do is, yun talaga, is to always communicate, wag kang, paano ko ba sabihin? Always speak up. Tapos kasi another thing din na nahihirapan tayo right now is yung gestures, tone, and presence. So right now, we're in a call, hindi natin nakikita lahat. Hindi natin nakikita, baka may iba dyan tulog na. Pero kasi diba, when you communicate, especially if this is something important, comparing it kasi dati pag face-to-face na alam mo yung intention ng tao through their gestures, kung ano yung gusto niyang sabihin. So right now, the only way we can have effective communication is showing, seeing each other virtually. So, meron naman tayong feature, that's why we're using MS Teams. If you want, syempre, privacy din sa surroundings mo, you can use yung virtual background. Kasi it's always important to show yourself. Kasi hindi madali mag-interpret ng message kung audio lang or text lang message. So, next is tone. Always be mindful and careful on how you deliver what you want to say, your tone. Baka mamaya masaya ka pero galit naman yung dating mo, or kaya nagjo-joke ka pero yung, in a sarcastic tone. So, you always have to be careful with that. And next is presence. So, you always have to be present kasi aasa, tulad nung a while ago, kahit right now, as students, di ba, ang hirap gumalaw kapag hindi mo alam kung dadating pa ba yung kagrupo mo or tutulong pa ba siya. So, always be responsible in informing, in the industry. Always inform ahead of time kung mawawalan kami ng internet or parang wala akong panload or nakadata lang ako. Always communicate, guys. And last is messages. So, ito talaga, lagi ko talaga ito na-experience. Lagi, kasi nagtitisis kami right now, guys. So, lagi kami napapagalitan ng prof namin kasi ang dating daw demanding, pero ang ayos namin makipag-communicate. So, that is another factor na we have to be careful in typing the messages on how you portray them kasi it can give a different meaning. Di natin alam nakaka-offend na pala tayo ng tao, ganon. Pero, yung intentions natin is in a nice way. So, that is one thing about communication. So next is supervision. We are studying online, asynchronous, ganyan, and for those who are working, most probably minimal supervision lang kayo from your managers or hindi tayo masyado nababantayan. So yung mga teachers natin, yung mga employers, they have trust on us to do our tasks responsibly and to study on our own. So, in the new normal, may mga pros and cons yung supervision. Kasi tulad nga ng, sa klase, hindi nakikita ng prof na tulog na pala yung estudyante. O kaya sa work, baka mamaya, okay, naka-time in siya, tapos nag-Netflix pala, nag-YouTube, ganun. So, always respect din yung trust na binigay sa atin when it comes to supervision. I understand, marami talagang distractions, lalo na ngayon, most of us right now, di ba, nasa kwarto natin, katabi yung kama, but we always need to discipline ourselves from those distractions. Ayan. And the third is authenticity. Always, tulad ng mga sabi nyo, tulad na always be open, huwag kang mahihiya, humingi ng tulong, huwag kang mahihiya na sabihin yung pinagdadaanan mo ngayon kasi going back, we need to always be, we need to empathize. Iba siya sa sympathize. Intindihan, you don't have to be, di mo kailangan na nandun sa kalagayan ng tao, but to understand na ganito yung pinagdadaanan niya. All of us are vulnerable right now, admit it or not, kasi di ba, mahirap talaga mag-survive ngayon. And sobrang unmotivating ng lahat, especially with the industry right now, with you guys, di ba? Yung tourism industry, yung parang, dumating na ba kayo sa point, guys, nung nag-start yung pandemic na na-lost kayo bigla? Like, have you felt the feeling na nung face-to-face pa na, uy, gusto ko maging ganito, ayan, yun yung motivation mo eh. And then everything happened in the snap na bumaksak siya. So, I want to ask someone here if you felt that way and how are you dealing with it right now? Kasi a year na yung pandemic. Who felt lost sa kanyang dream or something, and how are you able to deal or cope with it right now? Who would
Okay.
like to share, guys? Hello?
Pupunta si Tolly dun sa World City kasi.
Oh,
Gusto mo magpabayad na ako dun ng tuition.
hindi na.
Ha?
Hindi.
Magpabayad na ako.
Kel, mute.
Kel, naka-open mic ko, Kel.
Okay lang yan. Ako di pa ako nakapagbayad ng tuition ko eh. Bayaran na namin this week. Okay, sino guys? Open. For sure. Ako, that's how I felt. How about the others? Who would like to share that feeling of feeling lost? Kahit na you had this you had your career planned ahead of time, pero parang because of the pandemic it all went parang nag-fade siya ganun.
Siguro sa amin natin, since yung course namin is related to hospitality, which is facing people or drugs.
And how are you able to deal with it? Kasi syempre, kailangan, 'di ba, kailangan niyo talaga ng ano tawag doon? Kailangan niyo ng wait lang guys, ni-recall ko. Kailangan niyo ng laboratory, 'di ba? Kasi ganun din sa amin eh, yung mga HRM and tourism students namin, hindi sila makapag-laboratory kasi nga kailangan ng materials nyo, 'di ba? So paano 'yun? How are you guys dealing with it?
Siguro adapting na lang talaga.
Yun. Ayun, that's a good answer. Thank you. Adaptability. Okay. And last is accountability. Ayan, accountability guys sa mga nakatulog, sa mga hindi naka-attend ng class, sa mga sa mga having a hard time with directions, how are you going to take accountability? Always be responsive and we're not perfect. So alam mo pag nagkamali ka, when you made a mistake, always try your best to not to make it happen again. Kasi in a work setting, syempre virtual lahat. And when you make mistakes, sa work ko kasi, what they always tell me is if you have done something, lagi ka mag-improve. Wag mo naman masyadong damdamin yung pagkakamali mo kasi at the end of the day, it's in the past and do something for it not to happen again. So, you have to face the consequences or the challenges, but also be responsible in your action. So, refrain from making it happen again. That's what we have to consider. So, although, di ba, sometimes there are, in the future, may mga bosses na nakakatakot, intimidating, but always magpakatatag na always to be accountable in everything that you do. Okay, ayan. Next is, so how are you going to be able to do everything na we have learned today? Always be active. So, again, hindi talaga ka magsasawang ulitin yan. Hindi ka makakapag-serve or be an effective member or a group classmate if you don't start with acknowledging everything and taking action within oneself. So, always be active. Paano? Explore your interest. So, nalaman natin sa isa-isa't ngayon kung ano yung mga interest ng bawat isa, ng mga skills, and always define clear goals. Although, tulad na nasabi natin kanina, parang with everything happening right now, parang anlabo makita kung ano yung goals natin. So, you can always start with small goals. Unahin muna natin sa I have a goal of waking up early, always be on time. Kasi those clear goals, even though you think it's small, it can really give a big impact to you, especially in the once you have finished your studies, kasi it can become a habit. So do not limit yourself. So kanina, 'di ba, some of you answered na you are willing to work na kahit hindi related sa degree nyo. So do not limit yourself kasi 'di ba nga there are stories kahit last year pa na mga flight attendant or mga HRM businesses na they have to go outside sa kanilang sa kanilang path dun sa industry kasi we need to survive. So we always have to be open in everything and do not limit yourself. If you know you are weak in this, ask for help, or if you know na someone needs help, tulungan natin sila. Ako guys, di ba nga computer science student ako, pero my career is more on related to marketing. So always be open kasi hindi mo alam na you can also have the skill outside of your desired path. So next is what else can we do, Atcha? So other things that we can do. So this is also inclusive of wag mong limitahan yung sarili mo, going outside the box. So upskill, especially if you have the free time, pwede mong i-improve pa yung alam mo kasi hindi dapat tayo nagre-rely lang sa tinuturo ng teachers natin kasi 'di ba mostly ang tinuturo talaga is the basic or fundamentals. We also need to hindi dapat tayo magde-depend doon. We also need to study more kasi it's we really need that kasi 'di ba everything is changing. So upskill, you can either learn more about your field or learn other different things that might help you. Malay nyo na magka-business din kayo on your own. So you're the own boss, ganon. And next is growth. Again, taking accountability. You know what you need to improve and always grow from it. And next is when you encounter people, you are open to having the network. And a network really helps you, especially you guys are in the future, di ba? Possibly interacting with a lot of people internationally or locally. A network can really help you not only benefit you in terms of connections, di ba? When we hear of network, puro connections. No, it also helps you learn from other people and you can also share your knowledge. So, that's a good thing about network. And last is building a community. Hindi lang siya puro give and take. You'll also be able to give a community that you can relate to. So, yun siya. And I forgot to mention pala guys, let's go back to, kasi we will have a quiz. Ayan, may quiz. Pero di naman siya graded, don't worry. Ayan, in the new normal communication, I forgot, this is also important. Right now, virtually, we have 3 types of communication. So in personal communication is simple and formal and follows the established procedures for the given team or project. These are the things that involve minimal interaction like delegating tasks, providing team status updates, and sharing general information. So most probably, lagi natin ito nararanasan sa mga group works na more on delegating tasks, konting communication lang kasi it depends then on the time that we have. So next is personal communication or one-on-one dialogue. This helps build relationships. So alam na, like I have mentioned ago, di ba dapat hinihiwalay natin yung trabaho, sa school, sa personal life. Although it is also important, kagaya ng ginawa natin, we have one-on-one dialogue. Kasi when you get to know the other person na hindi lang parang civil ganun. When we get to know the other person, mas naiintindihan natin sila on a different point of view, not just for formality. So this helps build relationships and this is just as important as a virtual team as it is in a traditional office. On a virtual team, it's likely you need to communicate personally with colleagues at various levels in a project hierarchy. Your peers, the team leader, a manager, and so on. So personal communication cuts down on misunderstandings and conflict and is best suited for times when there is no need to involve the whole team, like one-on-one catch-ups with teammates over the phone or internal messaging. So an example of with personal communication is yung mga huddles na na-mention ko. Kami sa work, we always have daily huddles. Doon kami nagkakamustahan, oy, how are you feeling na do you have a lot, kung marami ka daw bang ginagawa, ganon. And then, lagi sila nag-update sa isa't isa kung ano yung progress nila. So, that is really helpful, personal communication. Hindi lang work, serious, ganon. And last is group communication. This is where collaboration takes in. It is helpful when all members of the team need to get on the same page, brainstorm, or have a live discussion, such as strategy meetings. Virtual meetings allow easier distribution of information and open discussion among team members. Ayan. As a virtual team member, you may work remotely, but communication with others is still integral into your role. Teams are more than simply collections of individuals. Ayan, hindi lang lagi si leader yung nagsasalita. Dapat you always have the courage to speak up. Kung wari, if you feel like sinashutdown ka or hindi ka binibigyan ng voice, always speak up. Kasi who knows, 'di ba? Yung suggestion mo or idea mo might be might be really helpful or beneficial to the team's success. And lastly, teamwork. So working together through effective communication is how a team becomes more than the sum of its parts. So ayan, to know if you really learned in the first training, guys, Kuya Nick, are you ready? We will be having a quiz.
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, thank you for your presentation. I think I'm going to take over the screen now. Wanted to have a
Okay.
quick look into the room. Who's still with us? My God, we are already a little bit over the time. Is it okay for everybody to stay a few more moments? Yeah, anybody has to leave?
Yes, Clinic, it's okay for us to stay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very nice of you. What we learned, of course, is that next time we will be 5 minutes early in the call and not 5 minutes late. That will help us to be also 5 minutes in time back. I'm going to have a quick picture because today I took something off of your shoulders since you have a training. I'm the one who is making the screenshots today, and I'm the one who is trying to bring us together a little bit. I have now two things which we're going to do. First of all, we're going to talk about the next meeting, which is in an hour. So we have time for a nice lunch, relax. And then we start with our next session. Second thing is most of the things we have here is related, of course, to our work. And I have to say thank you again to everybody in the room. I know that on-the-job training is a hard, tough thing for you. I know that you had very different dreams of your on-the-job training, being somewhere, maybe on a cruise ship, in a hotel, being somewhere on an airplane, and it's not happening. Instead, you're hanging out with Kuya Nick here and doing silly things with Microsoft Teams. Thank you so much for your patience and for being with me in here. I see that we have KC with us. Hello, KC. Oh, probably she's in another call too, so she has no time to really pop in, but just want to say thank you so much. Here in the chat room, she's answering, say hello. Thank you, KC, for being here today with us. What we're going to do is later we are going to relate all the things Atcha has told us to Microsoft Teams. So for example, what does mean a personal communication in Microsoft Teams? How do I use this? I'm here in a chat room with all the people. When I write something like KC just did, our dean, then everybody's reading it. So that's group communication, of course. If I want to speak to her directly, I could find her name down there in the list and right click on it or click on it. And then I see a personal message, which I can just send to her. So it's really important to understand those differences between personal messages, group messages, the way of collaborating. And to wrap it up, we're going to have just a quick game. For this, I'm going to send you in the chat room here now. Again, just a picture. And now I'm going to send you a link. This link you should be able to open also on mobile phones. So whether you have a mobile phone or you have a computer, it should be able for you to open that. And we're going to start playing, and you're going to be asked for a number. Or maybe you are directly into the game. You don't even have to ask for the number. So let me give you a second. And then I'm going to share my screen with you. Atcha, can we all see our screen?
Yes, Kuyanika, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Somebody has to mute their microphone. And I think you have direct access to the game. So as soon as you come into the game, you just type in your name, and then you should be visible here for me, and then we can start playing quickly. If anybody has a problem, just tell me quickly in the chat room. Atcha, can you play? I'm waiting for you.
I'm also in here, Kuya Nick.
Okay, so first thing I think is you have to put in your name, right? Let me see on my own mobile phone if it works correctly. I still see no players, so something's not working out. Can anybody help me? What's going on, Patrick?
Kuya Nick, ito po yung lumalabas sa is different from
I
when I
think
click.
the link was given to us was for registration for Kahoot.
Okay.
Yes.
Sandali lang po. Okay, so in this case, just go to Kahoot. Let me just give a standard kahoot.it. Again, as a real link. And then you just have to type in the PIN number of the game. So I sent a new link in the chat. Is that better?
Yes, Kuya Nick.
Yes, Kuya Nick.
Okay, so the PIN is 9298451. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. The two Marys, please, Mary Grace. Full name, Mary Grace. Yes, that's good. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should have 15 players with Atcha playing with us. Of course, she's not really playing because otherwise she would be constantly the winner in this game.
Yeah, I know the answers because I made the questions, Kuya.
Yeah, but you know what? You sent me the answer, the question, so that I make the Kahoot, but you didn't tell me what the right answers were. So I think I have to figure out the right answers myself.
No, I sent you the answers, Kuya Nick.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Huh? So, okay, 11. I assume that Casey is not playing with us, so we wait for 14. So 2 more, please. Who is missing? Anybody have technical problems? 13. Isapa, one more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we are, 14. I think now we are together. Thank you. Okay, let's go and start. So the game is called Quick Review. We had a couple of informations from Atcha, and the game works like this. We have a question. Which one is described here? And let me mute everyone because somebody has his microphone on. So we have the first question, which is this type of communication is simple and formal and follows the established procedures for the given team. These are things that involve minimal interaction. For example, delegating tasks, providing team status. And now you see 4 different colors in front of you. The first one is group communication in red. The one personal communication in blue, impersonal communication is yellow, and fun communication is green. So what do you think we have here? Delegating tasks, providing team status updates, a formal type of communication, and please give your answers. 5 have answered already. A little bit of time is left. 9 answers. Time is running out. Now choose something. And here we are gone. So we have 5 people thinking that this is group communication. We have 2 people thinking that this is personal communication. We have 3 people thinking that it is impersonal communication, and 2 people thinking this is fun communication. Atcha, would you like to comment about that, please? Sorry, I muted you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I guess people are still confused. Ayan, Tagalog nga pala. Nalilito pa rin siguro sila, Kuya Nick, sa the difference between group communication and impersonal communication. Again, guys, pag impersonal communication, para mas madali nyo siya matandaan, it is collaboration. So, keyword is collaboration and delegating task. Hindi, mali pala yun, sorry guys. Teamwork, kasi delegating task, di ba? So, pag sinabi namang group communication, nandun yung sharing of insights, ideas, that is collaboration. So, the right answer is impersonal communication. Pag natunugan nyo yung delegating tasks and different roles, that is teamwork. Unlike, again, group communication is collaboration. Ayun. That's all, Kuya Nick.
Let's do it on our team situation. How is it working when we are working in teams? So for example, I gave Patrick a task. I said to him, Patrick, please onboard all the members. That is a task, and I sent this task in a task planner to him. We have this task planner already, which we are looking back later into again. But Patrick and me, we had already a start. So we were using a task planner system. So I just created a new task and said, onboard everybody. That was an impersonal communication. I was not talking to him. I just pulled a task up and I said, this task we have to do. And I assigned the task to Patrick. So it pops up in his box and it says, oh, I have something to do. And it's part of our collaboration and our teamwork. Yes, I understand the words are really confusing. Collaboration. It's all collaboration. We work together. But what does it mean when it's impersonal communication? It's either I set up a calendar event. This I did on Friday. I said, we have a team meeting today. I did not talk to you guys. I just set up the calendar. I take a task and I create it and I assign it to someone. That is impersonal communication. Okay, the next one. And first, of course, we have the winner here, which is Charlene, which was the first one to answer correctly. Thank you so much. Number 2, it's Kiel. And number 3 is Nika. And poor Atcha has 0 points because she was answering wrong, probably.
I did that intentionally, Kuya Nick.
I know, joke lang. So, okay, next one. This type of communication cuts down on misunderstandings and conflicts. It is best suited for times when there is no need to involve the whole team, but like a one-on-one catch-up with a teammate. So, for example, Patrick was calling me back and saying, I don't know exactly what to do with Casey because she's not really answering. So this is the question here now. We have in red, group communication, blue, personal communication, yellow, impersonal communication, and green, fun communication. I'm having 8 answers, 9 answers, 10 answers. This goes a lot better now. 11 answers, 12 answers. There we go. I think now we really hit the bump. So this is it. This is personal communication. We really talk to one person directly and check something up with them. So I gave the task last time to be the documentation lead for the last team meeting to, I think it was Mary Grace. So I said, hey, Mary Grace, you will be the one, please, to make this documentation. And she had some questions like, Kuya Nick, how do I do it? Do I do it in Word or whatever? So she really spoke directly in a chat to me. And that is direct personal communication. Okay, next one. Winner this time was Kiel, fastest of us all. Nika place number 2, Mary Grace place number 3, and Eloisa Andrea 4 and 5. Next, which one describes this? This type of communication is helpful when all members of the team need to get on the same page. We could brainstorm together, we could have a live discussion, we could have strategy meetings. So this is really the third type. And I see answers are coming in already. Red is group, blue is personal, 4 is impersonal. And yes, one person think it's fun communication, and I love that. Who was that? Very good. At the end of the day, we should always have fun communication. So green is always correct. Yes, it's group communication now. This is what we do right now. We have a group call. This is group communication. Fastest was Kiel today here in this one. Nika number 2, Eloisa third place, and Mary Grace fourth place, and Andrea again on the top level with place number 5. Next question. It is a group of people who perform their individual roles to contribute to the achievement of a goal. Okay, we have a group of people, but everybody has his individual roles and they are all working towards the same goal. Is this collaboration or is this teamwork? What do you think? Answers are coming in. And here we go. So still we have 8 people thinking it's collaboration and 6 people thinking it's teamwork. Atcha, be so nice and make one more review of that, please.
Wait, Kuya Nick, the right answer is teamwork.
So you
A
see,
group of people who perform their individual roles to contribute. So, their own tasks.
see, I am confused now myself.
The right answer is teamwork, Kuya Nick. The keyword for collaboration is brainstorming, giving of ideas. Wait, let me double check just to be sure. Because I agree. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, let me go back to my slide. One moment, guys. Yeah, it's teamwork, Kuya Nick.
Okay, so you see, I got it wrong. I already failed my own test. I hope I can make the next class with you. Okay, so that's teamwork when we are performing individual roles, but we contribute to the same goal. So then let's see what's happening here. All these people are the fastest in being wrong. Kiel, congratulations. I were the fastest in being, but you know, I was faster than you because I made it wrong when I created the question. So I'm the overall winner in being wrong. That means that the next question is also exactly the opposite. So it's exactly that everybody who is being wrong now is being right. All individuals are partners that share work as well as ideas and insights to achieve a common objective. And I think we can skip this one now because I did it wrong. So Atcha, so this is collaboration now?
Yes, Kuya Nick.
Okay, so you see, I'm completely confused with both of these words. Let us put that in our work, in our role together. In our situation, when we work together now on something, I have 2 possible concepts. Number 1 is we are all training here together now. So we are all here together in this room. We have a trainer external coming in, and we try to enhance the power of the team and prepare it for working in the next tasks together with Microsoft Teams. So is this now teamwork or is this collaboration? I'm confused. I wouldn't know really, okay? Maybe it's also not so important to segregate between the 2 of them. But what is happening when you have, when you are really, share the work? And that is what we do when we are really like exchanging files together, work together on the same files. And a good example will be our work today, because after we're done with this session in the afternoon, after lunch, we will have an exercise. And in this exercise, everybody is creating his own work. And today, what we did now, this is everybody's together in the room and we do the same thing. And I think these 2 are the 2 different ways of team working a little bit. Okay, this is it. So again, this one here has no meaning at all. But last not least, how did you like today's training? Just a quick answer. Did you find it cool, like an avocado, or did you find it stressful, like an avocado? Or was it boring, like an avocado? Or was it even green, annoying, like an avocado?
Oh no! Kinakabahan na ako. Ay!
Oh, I have somebody who felt it
Bakit
was annoying.
annoying? May nagsagot ng annoying!
Talaga?
Oh no!
Sorry po,
Oh.
mali ako ng matindog.
Okay lang. Ano kasi, Kuya Nick, on our end, the ones we're seeing are just shapes. 'Di ba guys? Shapes lang din nakikita nyo. Hindi nyo nakikita yung ano, 'di ba? Options.
Opo.
Ayun.
Po.
That on our end, Kuya Nick, we're only seeing shapes as options without the option name. That's why me too at first I clicked the wrong answer.
Yes, and this is why I think it's with the Kahoot, when you have a mobile phone, and this is our lesson. If you are just only on a mobile phone, you have the not the two different screens. You cannot really do this. So for those who are on in the future playing with me, a good idea is to be in the meeting on the computer, and then you have your mobile phone open too with your teams. And on your mobile phone, you can then go and play, and then you have really seeing the question on the computer screen, and you can play on the mobile phone. The second lessons learned, and let me just get quickly out of the screen share. So for the end of this, we can be together. I have one last little picture here. The last thing, when you have a mobile phone, you do me one really, or everybody in the team, a big favor. You put your mobile phone on a stand somewhere and you do not touch it anymore. Because if you do this, you make this, and you're going to give us all being seasick because we constantly see you moving around. So don't move your mobile phone, put it on one place and never touch it through the whole meeting anymore if you are on a mobile phone. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. First from my side, thank you for being here. I think we're starting a little later now with the afternoon session. Would that be okay for everyone? Or Atcha, is that not okay for you with your timings?
Oh, it's okay, Kuya Nick. I'm free on the afternoon before my shift. My shift at work guys starts at 6. Kuya Nick, I have one last slide to show
Yes,
to
I give
everyone.
it back to you. I just
Okay.
before you finish, I wanted to know: are we starting? Is it okay for everybody if we start like something like 12:30? So we still have everybody has an hour now for lunch and break. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, then I give one last picture. I want a smile before I give back to Acha. 1, 2. Everybody's ready. 1, 2, 3. And here we have my last picture. I give back to Atcha and I say thank you.
Okay. Okay. Last na talaga guys. Sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen right now, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes po.
So let's end our first training with the quote from Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress and working together is success. Thank you so much guys. Nakakatuwa na kahit nakalito, nagawa niyo pa rin siyang intindihin and you were able to share ideas. So later we will be talking about, ayan, up next, Microsoft Teams 101. Again, thank you guys sa time niyo. See you again later.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.